Those in favor say aye. Aye. Those in favor say no. No. It's the opinion of the chair that the ayes have it and the resolution is agreed to, and without objection, the motion to reconsider is laid on the table.
This debate today, it's about who gets to be an American. What opinions do we have to be counted as Americans? This is what this debate is about, Madam Speaker. There is this idea that you are a suspect if you are an immigrant, or if you are from certain parts of the world, or a certain skin tone, or a Muslim. It is no accident that members of the Republican Party accused the first Black president, Barack Obama, of being a secret Muslim. Well, I am Muslim. I am an immigrant, and interestingly, from Africa. Is anyone surprised that I am being targeted? Is anyone surprised that I am somehow deemed unworthy to speak about American foreign policy? Or that they see me as a powerful voice that needs to be silenced? Frankly, it is expected, because when you push power, power pushes back.
Did Ilhan Omar make a legitimate argument about discrimination? Or was she once again trying to turn political criticism into a victimhood narrative? A heated exchange in Congress has reignited one of the biggest debates in American politics. Should elected officials be judged by their identity or by their actions and statements? And when Representative Lisa McClain responded, the conversation shifted from victimhood to accountability. Let's break it down.
In reserves, gentlelady from Michigan is recognized.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker. And to use that logic, well, then all those people should have just said sorry and we'd move on, right? But no, we don't do that. And let me tell you, I take a little bit of offense to what the hell is wrong with me. I'll tell you, there's nothing wrong with me. I took an oath to defend the Constitution, and that's exactly what I'm going to do. Again, I'm not going to apologize for it. I'm going to hold the Constitution, and it's very simple. We really shouldn't even have this debate. If you break the law and you follow due process, there are consequences to your actions, even if you say sorry. So we can try all of the diversion tactics that we would like. It doesn't change the fact that someone broke the law and that someone should be held accountable. It is disappointing, Mr. Speaker, that their own party can't hold them accountable, that they have such hypocrisy. So with that, I yield 2 minutes to my friend from New York, Nicole Meliatakis.
From New York is recognized for 2 minutes.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker. We've heard from my colleagues the reasons why the Representative Omar should be removed from this committee, but I feel like all the reasons have not just yet been stated, which is why I rise to add for the record. We've heard about the comments that were made regarding anti-Semitism and anti-Israeli views, but I rise to add to the record that as a member of the Foreign Affairs Committee, I've sat there and heard the representative actually spew anti-American rhetoric as well. I've been in that committee room where the representative equates Israel and the United States to Hamas and the Taliban. Absolutely unacceptable for a member of that committee. I've also heard the representative equate that it is the United States' fault that there is turmoil in Venezuela, that is not because of the oppressive socialist and communism that has spread throughout Central and South America, in Venezuela at the hands of the Maduro and Hugo Chavez regimes. That is unacceptable. And as a New York representative, to hear the representative belittle, to try to diminish the worst terrorist attack on United States soil on September 11, 2001, as some people did something, that is unacceptable as well. And I hold the same standard for this side of the aisle that I do the other. Because when another colleague on my side said something about 9/11, I also voted to have her removed from the Education Committee because I thought that was inappropriate. So I'm being consistent here, and I hope my colleagues will do the same to show that this is about consistency and accountability, because we should not have an individual with those views on the committee that is tasked with representing our country and our Congress to foreign nations. I yield back.
But critics weren't buying that explanation. Representative Lisa McClain pushed back forcefully, arguing that the issue isn't race, religion, or nationality. Instead, she said the debate is about accountability and whether lawmakers should face consequences for statements and actions that many Americans find unacceptable. McClain emphasized that following the Constitution means applying standards consistently, regardless of who is involved. Her argument was straightforward. If rules exist, they should apply equally to everyone. The criticism didn't stop there. Representative Nicole Malliotakis added that in her view, Omar's past comments regarding Israel, U.S. foreign policy, and even remarks connected to the September 11 attacks raised serious concerns about her role on the Foreign Affairs Committee. Malliotakis argued that members serving on committees that represent America abroad should uphold standards that reflect confidence in American institutions and foreign policy objectives. For many voters, the frustration goes beyond one politician or one congressional debate. Millions of Americans are focused on issues like inflation, public safety, border security, government spending, and the national debt. They want elected officials talking about solutions instead of engaging in endless political battles over identity and victimhood. Supporters of Omar argue that discrimination remains a real issue and should not be ignored. Critics argue that accusations of racism, Islamophobia, or prejudice are too often used to shut down legitimate policy disagreements. That's why exchanges like this gain so much attention. They highlight two very different visions of politics. One side argues that identity and lived experience are essential to understanding political attacks. The other side argues that accountability should apply equally to everyone, regardless of identity. Whether you agree with Ilhan Omar or Lisa McClain, this debate reflects a larger divide in American politics, one that isn't going away anytime soon. The question voters must answer is simple. Should criticism of elected officials be viewed primarily through the lens of identity, or should public officials be judged solely by their words, actions, and record? Let us know what you think in the comments. If you enjoy conservative political commentary, America-forced analysis, and coverage of stories the mainstream media often overlooks, be sure to like this video, subscribe, and turn on notifications so you never miss our next report.